So today we are going to continue with the same widget, but in a different way. Uh, I'm just opening it up in the widget editor. Now, instead of doing everything that is here, I'm going to do it from the script and view. Okay. So how should I do it with the script and view? Let's see step one by one. Before that, moving on to that step. Okay. Up to this, are you people able to complete it? Or I mean everything right? It's nationality I made to do. Just take your page, okay, and create a simple script include, okay? And I will tell you how to pass the value from here and how to get it from there actually. Now in our system, if you see, we just have multiple fields and we also have the script to come across. But the thing over here is we need to set it up like how to create this incident and also how to manage this incident. So this incident will be working once you just put the inputs over there. And once you click on the submit button, this incident has to be get created. And also with that, we're just going to check like from the script include how to create it up. Okay.
No, it is working fine.
Sorry?
It is working fine, whatever you create in server-side script.
This one, right? I'm going to change it. This will be working, but instead of this, I have to put it like from the script input I will show you, and then again I will come and create it over here as a standalone. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do with some script input. And my script include is going to have I'm just going to use like just to grab the values from there and to print it out over here. No, I mean not more than anything other than this. Okay. So first let me start creating it one by one. And now I'm going to set up my script include. Okay. So first of all, how should I start with the script include in the sense? Just I'm going to give some normal name to my script include, and I'm going to call up all the incident variables, whatever I just put it over there, all the incident things I have to call it over here once again. Okay. So let's do it one by one. The first and the foremost thing I have to do it over here, like create a script include name. Like I'm going to give this one as create incident. I just got a function and I just got a name also over here. So once I get it up over here, I'm going to create a function within it. Okay. So the function over here, and I'm going to call all other names within that function. Okay. So here I'm going to start it with a line. What is my, what are the 4 main fields I have it in the form actually? Guys?
Name, country code.
Yeah. So first of all, let's concentrate on all those fields at first, and then only we can move it after. So now I'm going to check one out. I have to call up the method over here. My method is going to be like age. After that, I have to call my function. Within this function, I'm going to count the variables, the variables from here one by one.
Madam, your voice is not clear.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
So once I come over here, I have to pass my values one by one. Okay. How should I pass my value? That is the first question we will be having in our mind. So while doing this creation of this one, let us keep like targeting like incident creation. Okay. So how should I get that name? We have our thing called submit. Correct? We have a C dot submit is our first one, and there only we are going to put all our values. So now I'm going to create this one as input dot action, the first and foremost line over here. Instead of this one, I'm going to put this one as input dot action, and that action name is trigger INC. Okay, and that action name is what? Trigger INC, but it has to be right here. Double equal. INC. Now, because this, the first time that foremost thing I have to bring like that particular script include name and with the method. Okay. So the first value is like where response equal to, okay, response equal to new, okay, new, and I have to give the script include name over here dot function name. Okay, and my script include name is global dot dot, and my function name is, this is my function name. Open brace, close brace. You have to put my every record over here. So I'm going to put my all the variables. I'm going to pass the variables from here. Let us pass 1 or 2 variables as of now. Only name and phone number as of now. And other things we can pass later. Okay. Only 2 variables I'm going to pass it as of now. As of now, I'm just going to pass it up only 2 variables. And once I pass those variable, the same way I have to pick the variable over there also. Okay, same way I have to pick the variable over there also. This is my thing. And here, over here, in the scripting flow, also I have to pick the same name. See, whatever function name I'm passing over there, even though I can get the name in a different way, like instead of name, I can give like some other name also. But over here, I have to add few values over here. Okay. Here, while passing it up, I have to give it in the name of, sorry, input dot name, input dot name, and input dot phone. But here I can get it as a normal value, name, comma, phone, but the order should not be get changed. But the order cannot be get changed.
Come on.
The order cannot be changed. The next and the foremost one, I have to check whether the incoming values are empty or it just has the value in it. Okay. For that, I'm going to get the value as do you know about the JS utils actually? Okay. JS util is the inbuilt function in our service now. So I have to call this from using JS util, I have to check dot null. So this JS util will check whether the incoming value is null or it is having the value inside it. As I have two fields over here, I have to check in the uncondition or in the or condition. Okay, I'm just putting it over here as. What is this actually? And or this is actually.
Or
Okay, R only I'm just taking as of now. If this is false in the sense, okay? If this is false in the sense, I'm going to return as what? Return fail I can do. And I have to whatever, if it is fail in the sense, I have to do some validation on it. Okay, or return false, both the way it works. Now, just to show you like how to do with the fail condition, I'm just giving this one as a fail over here. I'm just failing that condition. And next step, I'm going to validate it. Okay. Next step, I'm just going to keep this one as a response body. Response body, how I have to pass the response body one by one. So in the short description, I'm going to print it out all these values. Okay, in the short description only, I'm going to print it out all its value. So before going into that level, I'm going to print it out everything. Let us see how I'm going to print this value. So I'm going to put a variable over here where short description equal to name is this plus I'm going to give the name over here. And then hmm, even though I can put the new line over here. Just by giving the new line and after one by one line, it can able to print it all its value. Just to put the new line as /, plus phone. Now I'm going to have my incident table real values. Okay. For that I'm going to assign a JSON over here. Where incident data equal to, as I said, this is an JSON. Okay. JSON using some variable colon something, command some variable colon. So here I'm going to first value is short underscore description. Okay. And here my short description, I already provided the var value. So I'm going to pass it as it is. Okay. So I'm going to pass it as it is. Contact type. So incident contact. Contact type. Tip self-service instead of contact type. I just put all my just two fields, okay? Not more than that. Two fields I have put it up in the system, and then I'm going to create a what rest message over here. Okay, some of the rest message over here, and for that rest message, I'm going to create a stuff as a rest message. So let us see how to create the rest message and add it over here, or even though we can do our glide record also. Both the ways you can do. Let me show by normal value or through rest messages actually. Right? Okay, let's do it by rest message. Normally, in order to send anything from here, from ServiceNow to anything, we used to use outbox REST message. But to get anything within ServiceNow, we have to write the scripted REST message. Correct? So first we have to create the scripted REST message, and then we have to create our normal REST messages, right? So both the things we have to do it as of now. So first and foremost, the thing we have to create our scripted REST messages. Scripted REST messages. Okay. So let's create the scripted REST message. So any volunteers, can you guide me like how to create a scripted REST message? I have to go for scripted REST APIs.
No, madam, web services, system web service.
Huh?
Yes.
Scripted REST message. I'm going to give this over here as just give me training, okay? And I have to provide the API name. Okay. The API name only, we used to call it as everywhere. And we will be choosing our path in the same name also. Save. This is my API path name. This is my what? API path name. And after this, I have to create my resources, and then after this, I have to do everything. Okay. Let me do one by one. The first one, I have to choose what? I have to choose my resources only. Okay. To create a incident. So how I have to choose the resource? Click new. Here I have name, what type, what is the resource path, and then I have to give my JSON body, how it actually works within my JSON body. So let us start doing it. So here I could mention all my variables. And then by using the glide record, I have to create the record. Okay.
Okay.
Name I'm going to give us. There we mentioned everything as in the format of response, right? Where RSP only we just started that. Correct? So, where RSP only we started. The same way we can start as over here also as a response, okay? Where RSP equal to. So we just mention everything there in the form of JSON only. So here also we have to call the same JSON object. So every time when you call the JSON object, you have to pass the body request.body.data string in the over here. So I have to pass the JSON object dot JSON dot pass. That is the syntax we use. Okay. So I have to put like where data object equal to, here every time I have to mention the same request dot body dot data string. Okay.
Data. Yes.
Sorry, are you going to ask something?
No, 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 no.
Data string I can go, data I can go. I'm going to go by data string, not strings, data string it is. So data string I have to go, and after that using JSON object where so every time in the, if you see the JSON object, it should be JSON dot parse dot this particular body. Okay, JSON dot parse dot what, this data object. Okay, this is the variable what I need to be get passed, but after parse it has to be not like this. Parse is a function. Okay, so this is should be within the quotes. So now within this JSON object, I will be getting the all the body, whatever body data they send it over here, we will be having that in this JSON object. Fine. So now I have to call the object one by one using this where JSON object. So my short description, my caller category, everything I have to mention a variable over here, like where dot description equal to C. JSON object dot, how I'm calling it over here, I have mentioned the name and I have to call my JSON object from there. Here I mentioned it as what? Dot description. Same way I have to call it over here. And then the next one I have only as a contact type. I just got two value and I passed those two value over here, even though I can get a caller name, the same way I can get the caller last name, first name, any type of validation I can able to get it from here. Okay, even though I can give some comments, work notes, whatever value I need to add, I can add it over here. So now I'm going to give up my things like directly to the incident table. Okay, I'm going to create the incident as of now. So how I should create the incident? Normally, like how we used to create an incident by where, right? So I'm going to create it as where only. inc dot initialize. After that initialize, I have to give one by one, like inc dot caller means caller, short description means short description, contact type. Everything I can give it as one by one. And after that, I have to put it as this one as inc dot insert. I have to insert the value in the system. So once I inserted the value, I can even pass some log values like to validate also I can pass some log values over here. So once I give it up this one, I'm going to pick my answers as, let's see how I'm doing over here. If you doesn't use up this value, no, it won't work. See, it will be in this color only. So now I'm just inserting that record. But after this, using that response value, I'm going to have some fields like I'm going to pass some variables in the response JSON. Okay. It can be like comments, what is the target table, anything I can pass it out over there. Okay, just to put some comments in our system. Or otherwise I can leave it as it is. Anyway, as we like, we can able to do this one. Okay. But this RSP is just like having some uh, group of JSON value, which I can pass this RSP anywhere in the form as I like. Okay. So here I'm going to like put the incident data to be get followed in step one by one. Okay. So how I'm going to do? First of all, do you know about the function called glide.serverlet.uri?
No.
No. So usually what happens in our scripted JSON, you can able to get only your what? Only your relative path you can get. But in order to get your exact URI, this is your URI. This is what your URI. That URI is basically saved in glide.servlet.uri. This is the basic function in your system. But you cannot find this function in your system, but still you can use it. This one will give you the URL of your instance, your first, for example, if your organization is name is Amazon Listens, amazon.servicenow.com. Up to that, it can able to provide you. That is so called this particular property, glide.servlet.uri. So like this property will return your instance URL like this. Whatever instance, that particular instance URL, it can able to give it up to you. The relative path I'm going to mention science incident. Save this. So my resource path will be like api.bestservicenowtraining.inc. Now I have created one REST API. What should be your REST API, guys? Now we already created the scripted REST API. What it can be like over here? Any suggestions? I created the script, okay? I created the post one. Now, how I should call my REST API over here? What should be my endpoint? Okay? And my endpoint, every time, please try to remember, if you give some kind of resources, then it has to be dollar within floor basis, it has to be base underscore URL and then your API name. Okay? Should be like dollar within floor basis, it should be like base underscore URL. Anything small or caps and your API name. Did you able to see this, guys? How you have to put your endpoint?
Yes, yes.
Here, right? And then here I have to
Yes.
save. Once I saved it, I will get automatic default get. But our functionality is post. So here I'm going to mention our name, name in the sense our whatever we are going to create a method and our same endpoint is going to be get copied over here. Endpoint is same as parent.
Ma'am, authentication type no need.
We have to give the authentication. Just for now, we can give like our own user ID and password, or we have to create one REST user and we have to put it, web service user and we have to give it over here. I created a REST message over here. Okay. And now I have to call that REST message in our in our script include. SN underscore web service dot rest message version 2. Here I have to call what? Um, my rest name with my rest method. Okay. My rest name is test API. And my method name is create. After this, I have to pass what? My string values, my set string values. Okay. So first of all, I have to give my base URL first. Okay. So I'm going to done this one as r dot set string parameter. Okay. Set string parameter. This like my base URL, comma. Sorry, not comma. Base URL, comma. What I have to call it over here for my base URL? I have to call the property. So how we used to call the property within these scripts actually? gs dot get property.
Get property.
The
Servlet URL.
property name. Property name. Our property name is glide servlet dot URL. So what is this is going to give to me actually? My instance URL. Up to the slash, this will be given. You see, up to the slash, it will be given. So that is the reason I removed the slash app before the API, because obviously the slash will be there. The next one, I'm going to set up the request body. To set it up what? Request body. R dot set request body. So this is the one I'm going to put from where? From this incident data. Incident data is my thing, but I have to put it in the name of JSON.stringify. JSON dot stringify incident creation. So next and a few lines, I'm going to write it as like number, some query parameters and all we can do. Okay, over here.
Okay.
Some query and all, if you want, you can put it up, or else we can directly go for dot r dot execute. I'm directly wants to go for where are we dot execute. So once I'm executing it, I'm going to return RSP. Else I don't have the if part, right? Then I have to write the if part actually. Or otherwise leave it, I can leave it as it is.
Madam, what is the ninth line, madam? I didn't understand.
Hmm?
Ninth line. Ninth line.
Sorry, I don't know how this got changed. Is it correct now?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let us first test whether our rest is working up, okay?
Madam, we have to pass body, right? You are passing that method.
This one I'm passing. This is my body. My short description and contact type.
Yes, but you are passing that instant creation method, scripting
Oh,
good method.
yeah. Okay.
No, madam. Capital I think. Yes.
Now, this is my API name, training. Okay. I can query the parameter and I can send it up. Or I can even build a raw data. My raw data should be same as like this. Some mistakes I have done.
Inverted commas, madam. All are short
Huh?
descriptions. Inverted commas, madam. Short description and contact type. We have to mention JSON in inverted commas. Both.
Sorry, I'm not getting you. 1 minute. Let me check by myself, otherwise I will get confused.
Yeah, there is a short description. We have to put that short description in inverted commas. Both short descriptions and a contact type as well, self-services, like that only.
Comma only we have to give, right?
Invented commas, madam. Invented quotes. We have to declare string like that only. Here we have to declare that JSON also.
I have to check whether where I have to put this. Which script into this is mentioning? Script. 9115.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, guys, let's debug this tomorrow, okay? What is the
Yeah.
issue over here? Let's
Ha-
debug the real class itself. Okay, then only we know what is the issue. So
Madam,
let's do tomorrow. Yeah,
just mention that JSON format in the string, madam. What I send in the chat, like that. It will
Okay.
get, I think.
I will check on this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.